Hi guys, how are you? I don't have my microphone. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully, right? I'm sitting out here just grounding myself, guys. The sun is almost leaving. So maybe we should do a message of the day while I'm grounding. How about that? Let me see if I could do that. Oh my gosh. Very interesting. Let me see. I didn't really want to do a message of the day. Didn't want to do a message of the day today. I just wanted to sit here and ground. But apparently, I should do a message of the day. Hope you guys can hear me. Didn't feel like doing a message of the day today. But I guess somebody needs a message out there. Or maybe I need a message. I don't know. This is dragon blood, guys. It's sage and it's red. It doesn't really have dragon blood. It's just sage and it's red, guys. Let's see what message we have for you today. Let me drink some water because it feels like my throat is already acting up and I haven't even started talking. It's ridiculous. I hope you guys can hear me. Let's see what the message for today is, guys. The message for today, we had this message before, is Proverbs 23. Proverbs 23 and number 12 is highlighted. Apply your heart to instruction and your ears to words of knowledge. So go read Proverbs 23, guys. We have read this one before. We have, I guess that's our instruction for today. Oh my gosh, so many birds just flew here. So many birds just flew here, guys. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. Hi, Abby. How are you? How are you feeling today? See, they're all on the floor, right? Maybe that's a good message for someone. They're all on the floor, and there's only one up there. You guys see it? There's only one. Everybody's down here, right? And this one, look, she's the only one, or he, or whatever, the only one up there. All the seeds are coming from there. And the ones on the bottoms are just getting leftovers. I don't know, what does that mean? Think smarter. In case you're wondering, I'm just sitting here. I'm grounding myself. Grounding meaning I have my bare feet on the ground and I'm just sitting here. Oh, I guess they all laughed. My God, look at them. They usually do that. They're all gonna come back one by one. You're so peaceful here, guys. So peaceful. And my throat, why is my throat acting like that? I usually come to ground a little earlier, but it's really hot today here. I didn't want to sit in the sun for too long. Keep shining. Hi, how are you? What are you doing? What are you doing? How are you feeling today? Oops. I'm okay. I'm just sitting here grounding myself. And every time I try to talk, my voice gets weird. I'm over this. I really am. How are you? The message for today was Proverbs 23, which says, I forgot what it says, something about apply. Apply your life to instruction. Apply your heart to instruction and your ears to words of knowledge. And I can't, my voice is just, if you go to the beginning of the video, I wasn't talking like this. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with my throat. What's going on? I'm really annoyed. Maybe I should just sit here in silence. I don't know. What's on your mind? There's nothing on my mind, really. I'm just sitting here. I'm trying to remember a dream that I had last night, but I can't remember what it was. It was like pieces and stuff of dreams. I can't remember what it was. I don't know. It's really weird. I've been having dreams of things and I can't remember. Your vocals are relaxed. My vocals are relaxed. Every time I try to talk, my throat is feeling weird. Like I don't know what the problem is. It's not that my vocals are relaxed. So annoyed. I'm just sitting here watching the birds. I don't know why those birds like doing that. They come and go. Now they're circling around in the sky. It's the cutest thing. What are you up to? Keep shining. What are you doing? The weather's so nice. Maybe I should go to the pool. Maybe I go to the park when the sun goes down a little bit and have you guys walk with me in the park. I'm relaxing at home, nothing special. Maybe I'll watch a film. Yeah, what time is it there? Keep shining. I know it's late for you. What are they doing? 10 p.m.? Yeah. It's only 2 p.m. here. Look at them. They all travel together and they start circling around, and it's the cutest thing. That's like 30 birds. Yeah, they're all like when they leave, I don't know if they get too happy or what. Yeah, that's what they do. They leave and come back. Yeah, they scare themselves, but there's nothing here to scare them. It's really weird. It's really weird. Like, I don't know, but I really don't know what scares them because it's not really my voice. Out of nowhere, they just kind of fly away. It's really weird. And then they come back. I mean, it's very interesting to sit here and watch. Very relaxing. It's crazy though. So they feel so peaceful and so relaxed. I don't know. I just want to lay in my hammock and just go to sleep. Such a relaxed day. But I think that's how Sundays should be. Sundays should be very relaxing. I heard New York is going through a snowstorm starting today again. I'm glad I'm not there. I'm so glad I'm here, not there. It's been a brutal winter for them. But hi Willie, how are you? How are you feeling today? I'm sitting here grounding and watching my birds fly around, and I don't know. How are you? You okay? I'm very relaxed today. Very relaxed. The message that came out today was Proverbs 23. You gotta, if you guys are interested in going to read it, says you apply your heart to instruction and listen to words of knowledge. People are not into that though. People are so worried about money and paying their bills. I don't find that many people are into spirituality or even taking some time to sit and analyze their life and where their life is going and the things that they're doing wrong. They don't want to fix it because they don't see anything wrong with it. I don't know. Yes, ma'am. I think I should go sit in my hammock with you guys. Peace and joy. How are you? Willie, thank you. Thank you, Willie. Proverbs 23, honoring parents, disciplined living, and avoiding wicked influences. Yeah, that's what that is. I don't know. It's a little sad. You know, I had someone, well, tell me a couple of times, well, I don't know what your secret is. I don't know how you live the way you live. Like everywhere you go, you live such a peaceful life and you do what you want. And they're like, I don't know what's your secret. I don't know what they want me to tell them. Like, they probably want me to tell them that I'm doing some illegal stuff. And that's like, what do they want me to, what do they want me to say? I literally been very, very private. Like, I say all my life. Kind of private, right? I think so. I wasn't out on social media the way I am now. Or maybe I just been private with my beliefs, maybe. But it's like I come and I'm like, it's public now. I'm showing everyone the things that I do. And for some reason, people, I don't know, they want like a magic potion. They want a ritual. They want something. They want me to tell them something. I don't know what it is that they want me to tell them. Like, I don't know, I bought 3 cows and I made a ritual with them, and I don't know what they want me to. I don't know. It seems like grounding yourself and removing yourself from people who you know are not good for you. I think that they see it as too simple of something to do, to sit in stillness, to think about your life. Something too simple. So it must not be that. It must be some ritual or something. Which is, I don't know, humans are really weird. Sometimes I sit here and I think about um like how do you say you believe in God, but you think a ritual is gonna give you the peace that you want? Because sometimes it's not even the money, right? Sometimes it's not even the money. Because there's a lot of people who have the money but don't have the spirituality, so they live in chaos, one thing after the other. They don't have peace in their life. And sometimes I feel like maybe I should find an easier way, or something easier to so people can understand when I tell them things. Because even when I come on here and I tell you or tell people, not necessarily you watching, but just people in general, the people that actually know me and know my life, they're always wondering, how do you do it? And for me, it's like, what am I doing? I'm not doing anything. If I want to move somewhere, I just move. Because, in New York, I moved a couple of times. Wherever it is that I want to move to, I move and I build a life there. And it looks like everything works out, but people don't see the stuff that people go through, I guess. The discipline. Um, Hi, Paul. I was actually talking to someone about that the other day, and I was really pissed. I think a lot of people forget that it's easy to work hard and save and do good with your time and money and energy. If you don't push yourself to do good things with money, then they will think it's a secret. Paul, I hope you're doing well. Where have you been? Yes, discipline and peace. You know, I was talking to someone about that. You know why? Because I had a dream, and in my dream, I don't think I told you guys this, but I was discussing this with one of my cousins. I had a dream, and I was really pissed from the dream. Like I was pissed in the dream, and when you know I woke up, I was pissed because I had a dream that I started a relationship with someone, and I was in this beautiful apartment, right, with the man, whoever he is. I've been having a lot of dreams of meeting someone. I don't know who this man is, but I guess someone is getting close to me, trying to have, I don't know, a relationship with me. I don't know who it is, but I've been having a lot of dreams. So I had this dream that I was in a beautiful apartment with this man, and I had a dream that my older brother came in, and the guy I was, getting to know, he was like in the living room. I was in the room, and my brother walked in the room. He started yelling at me, um, kind of like upset because I started dating someone. And I was really pissed. Like, I went off in the dream. I went off, and I literally cursed him out in the dream. And in the dream, what I was telling him was, I don't drink, right? Not to say that I don't ever drink. If I'm in a place, like, let's say I've been to Mexico with my cousins and stuff like that. I've been on trips, and if I want a margarita with rum, or if I want a piña colada with rum, I'll have one. Maybe I'll have two. I won't have more than that because as soon as I feel, I mean, just smelling it makes me tipsy because I'm not used to drinking. But you know, I'm not out here drinking. I don't be smoking. I used to. I have a very long time that I like smoking cigars. Um, Maybe once in a year. I don't know. It's not like a habit. It's not something that I do. It's like I'm not out here drinking or smoking or partying or doing anything. I'm always home. From what I remember, I always been home with my kids, taking care of my kids. And now I have more free time, and it looks like I have it so easy because my kids are big. My son is about to be 21 in March. My daughter, she's 17. She just turned 17. She's about to go to college in a few months. Like, now I have the free time, and you see me that I'm resting, but what have Carolina been doing? That was something I was discussing with my cousin. I'm like, what Carolina have been doing for the past 20 years? Carolina's been working. Carolina's been taking care of her kids. Carolina's been to football games and cheer competitions and all this nonsense with my kids for the past 20 years. Carolina hasn't been out here doing anything, right? Hurting anyone or anything. If anything, like I was telling her, everybody's seen me that I am that person that helps, that go-to person for everyone. And sometimes you have to sit and think. It's like, oh, she's so lucky. She moved out of state. She moved to, you know, she moved to Long Island, and everything was so great over there for her. She moved to Harrisdale, and everything was so great for her. When she lived in the Bronx, everything was so good for her. And everybody's just like, I don't know, like looking at my life and thinking that everything is so easy and that she's so lucky. And what is it that you do? That's like the most asked question, especially from people that I know, because you guys, most of you guys don't, aside from the things being on live and stuff like that, you guys don't really know me. But the people that actually know me, that know my life, know what I have and what I don't have, their question is, how do you do it? What do you do? What is the secret? And I don't know what they want me to say. I sit in stillness, I ground myself. I have a connection with God for a very long time, not just now, because it's like, oh look, Carolina is on YouTube. You see her what she's doing now? Did she convert? What I converted to? I'm like, what did I convert to? I didn't convert to anything. You don't know what people do in their house, guys. You don't know. You guys don't know. Who do I worship? Do I worship God? Do I worship the devil, the trees, or the birds? You guys don't know what no one does. The only thing that you guys, I mean, people, the only thing they see is material things. They don't see anything else. They think material things is like an accomplishment. I don't know. Nice top. You like my top? Thank you. Keep shining. Are you a Christian? Emmanuel, hi. How are you? I believe in God. Emmanuel. I wouldn't say that I have a religion. Paul, I'm okay, dear. I had taken a break from social media. That's good that you're taking a break. That's really good. Ay, Dios mío. Ah. Let's see, guys. I'm really tired. Like, I feel so. How would I explain? Let me see if I can. You guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me, because I had to take the Wi-Fi off. Oh. Hi, cute world. Sandeep, how are you? How are you feeling today? This is so annoying. I think I did this wrong. Why do I feel like I'm gonna have to get up? I don't feel like it. So I could fix my hammock. Why is my hammock like this? Maybe because of the wind? I think so. I'm fixing my hammock, guys. You're an amazing woman. You've been doing your duty for the past 20 years. Now you can blossom. Yeah. Now I get to do whatever I want. I don't know. And people seem to be so annoyed. And it annoys me because it's like, while you've been busy drinking and partying and going out to the club and being with hoes, I've been in my house with my kids, talking to God. Where have, like, it's kind of like, compare your life. You should compare. Yeah, you should look at it. We should definitely talk about it. I've been minding my business, right? Helping everybody out. That's what I've been doing. Wait. Now, my question is, if you have been doing the same thing, right? Having a relationship with God, living by the word of God. If you have been doing that, then you can compare yourself. You can compare. You can say, you can even talk to God about it and say, God, Carolina has been home just like me, having building that relationship with you, helping everyone. And I've been doing the same thing, and things don't seem to go the same way. I don't know, something like that. But you can, most of the people that get upset. I need to fix my hammock. My hammock, I don't think my hammock is, I don't think, oh my God. I don't think my hammock is done right. Yeah. Um, Larry, how are you, Larry? I don't know. People are weird. I don't know how to explain it. You can't, you can't compare. What is that saying? You can't compare. It's like a person who's always out partying, always spending their money on illegal things, doing all the wrong things that they're not supposed to do. You start comparing yourself to someone who's always helping others, who's always doing the right thing, right? Or trying to do the right thing. I think the audacity, like how are you trying to compare yourself? To me is a little crazy. And then, they're in disbelief and they want you to give them like a magic potion or something. It's really weird. I think this world gets really weird. Exactly. You done it the right way, morals in order, no bad habits while raising beautiful kids. I see people who they are not what they have. Nice hammock. Not for what they have. Bilal, hi, how are you? You're an amazing woman. You've been doing your duty for the past 20 years now. You can blossom. Wow, you know that your message was pinned and I didn't do that. I was like, why is his message right there? It was pinned. I don't know who did that. It wasn't me. Really weird. People are weird, man. Can't run from the hard work. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. It's really weird. There's someone who I know. I'm not gonna mention any names, but there's someone that I know that gets really upset. Like, oh, you live such a peaceful life, and they live in total chaos. But the reason why they live in total chaos is like, you're not loyal. You're not faithful. You're over here sleeping with anyone and everything and lying to everyone. You chase anything that you think is nice. And you know what's so funny? That this person specifically that I'm talking about, like they could have a nice woman, right? They will have a nice woman. And they went to this woman because they saw her shining, beautiful, I don't know, whatever. And the devil, because it's definitely not God, shows this person another something else that he thinks he's gonna benefit more from. And he leaves this one and runs after the other. And this person has spent their whole life chasing after better opportunities, this person thinks. And at the end, he realizes that it's a trick. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they saw a person with a nice car. Maybe it wasn't their car or something like that. Maybe they thought the person had money and the person didn't. And the devil's been playing with this person for years. And this person's been going around in a circle, just like that. Oh, thank you, Bilal. Running around in a circle. And to me, it's very funny because the person um, doesn't see the problem, doesn't see what's wrong. They don't see it. And I'm like, you're running around from person to person, trying to use them so you can come up. That's not how life works. Maybe you're gonna have money for a little bit, and you get to do but not even that, because I don't see this person has enjoy aside from going out and drinking. I mean, for me, that's not enjoying yourself. I don't know. Going to a club to drink is, I don't, listen, even when I was younger, I don't see that as a way of have fun. Take me on an adventure somewhere or something in nature. Drinking is not, it's not it. But this person thinks that drinking out with their friends, and because you're surrounded by all these fake friends, that they're gonna come up. And every time they think that they're up, oh my God, I am using, because they've been using people to climb up. And every time they think they're up, God smacks them down. I mean, God smacks them down, and and they need to start from zero. And it's ridiculous how they don't see the reason why they don't advance. You cannot step on people or use people for what they have, guys. And you think you're gonna spend, I don't know, 5 years with someone who you think is wealthy, and you're staying with them because you think they're gonna help you, or they're gonna give you something, some kind of benefit, and you're gonna benefit. And maybe this person really loves you, and you're gonna break that person's heart, and you're just gonna keep jumping from person to person, and you think you're gonna come up like that. That's not how it works. From my experience, what I have seen, they are, because I have seen it, there are men who are very hardworking. They are men who are very hardworking, and they have a lot of wealth, and they're hoes. They're like, they have different women and being players and stuff like that. They have been taking financial hits, and they have been having, chaos and different things. Like, their life is chaos. One problem here, one problem there. It might not be financial because they accumulated so much, but they accumulated money not by, how would I explain it? Not by taking advantage of others. Like, they're really hardworking. The chaos is because, they're doing other things that are not good. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I really don't. Maybe I need to find a better way to explain this to people. You have to do your work, guys. You need to sit. There's something that created us. Call it God, Allah, the universe, the trees, the birds, whatever you want to call it. I really don't like getting into titles. But whatever that is that created you, sit down and have a conversation. Even out loud, just sit under a nice tree like this one and be like, whatever it is that created me, right? Because some people don't believe in God. So whatever you believe in, cool with me. Just sit and say, whatever created me, please show me, guide me, protect me, tell me what I need to do. But you can't build a relationship with God when you're not living by the word of God. Like I said, having a Bible, reading a Bible, going to church does not mean you have a relationship with God. Sitting in your room after you cheated on your wife, after you used some person for money, after you lied, cheated, and stealed, you're going to have a conversation with God about how you need abundance in your life. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Some people just really like are in an illusion, or I don't even know how to explain people anymore. People are just weird out here. Victor, how are you? Thank you, Victor. Marshmallow. You sent me a marshmallow. Thank you. The more I experience people who are chasing the high, popular, loud, and unfaithful type of lifestyle, it makes me want to find people who are the opposite. Yeah. You know, I feel like it's not hard to find the right person when you do your spiritual work, when you sit in stillness, when you ground yourself, when you're doing the right things, right? and you have a conversation with God, you're grateful for the things that you have, and your intuition gets heightened, I think it's easier for you to know the true intentions of others, because it has come to my attention. It has come to my attention that right now at this point in my life, just a simple conversation with someone over the phone, I don't know, 5 minutes in the conversation, I know if you're a good person or not. It only takes me like 5 minutes. I meet someone, and in 5 minutes, I know if they're a good person or not. And I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if it's a good thing, because the way that they speak, it doesn't matter how the person looks or the person try to trick you. If you pay close attention to the things people tell you, they will show you who they are. Because they will literally tell you. And in my case, weird things starts happening what I notice. Like, let's say if they have an alcohol addiction or something like that, in the conversation something will happen. For example, so you get an idea. I mean, it's not always like that, but if it's not telling me a story of how they, oh, they've been drunk for 7 days or some weird thing like that. Let's say I'll be, talking to them, and it could be through message or whatever, and they will be like, oh my God, the bottle just fell or something. And I'm like, what bottle? Oh, this bottle of whatever that I have here, it's like my fifth bottle or something. Like something weird like that will happen. And I just be like, and I think it's just God showing me, like, look, now I'm gonna show you who's who. I'm not gonna have you waste your time. I'm gonna show you who is who and who's doing what and what is their problem. It's like people step up to me, and I automatically, and it's not even me, they start telling me their situation and problems and stuff, where I know if I want to involve myself or not with the person. Like, oh yeah, I have this addiction, and I've been in and out of jail for like 6 years, and da, da, da. It's really weird. Baddie, how are you? I'm not that well. Have been dealing with a lot more stress and depression than lately. Really? There's a heavy energy, Baddie, going on. Heavy, heavy energy. Very heavy. You need to keep yourself grounded. I don't know where you live. I tell people, if you're not able to go outside and put your feet on the ground, your bare feet, right? No shoes, no socks, on the ground, and you can sit somewhere facing the sun. It could either be during sunset or during sunrise, or it could be the middle of the day. It doesn't matter. Just 5 minutes, if you can. If it's really hot where you are, don't sit in the sun. Use your discernment. Don't sit in the sun. Just wait till the sun is not, or go do it in a spot where the sun is not hitting you. Go ground yourself. Take some time to get off social media and be in stillness. Just sit quietly. You see how I'm sitting here in my hammock? If you're in an apartment or in a place where it's cold, just sit quietly. Turn the TV off. Put the phone on vibrate, whatever it is. Just sit quietly. Like I tell people, you can picture like a white light over your body. A lot of people have a hard time doing that. Because sometimes when the way that I say things, I think it's easy for a person to do it. But I need to understand not everyone is Carolina. Not everybody have been through the things that I've been through to get me to where I am now. Because sometimes I tell people, oh, but why don't you do this? And because I do it, I feel, I think that everyone's the same and they're capable of doing the same things, and they're not. And I came to understand that, I didn't know that there's people who are close to me who, if I told them, go ground, they will go ground like one day and they won't ground again. And then they will continue with the same. It's a lifestyle. It's not a ritual. It's not I'm depressed today. Let me go ground myself. Then the depression goes away. And oh, let me just keep living my life. What we all should do, and I keep saying this, but different people are watching me at different times. You need to sit and analyze your life. Why are you so stressed? What's the problem? Is it your significant other? Is it your kids? Is it where you live? Is it your work? What is stressing you out? Take a paper and write it down. Write it down. What is the problem? Do you tell your friends and family your problems or situations? When something good happens to you, do you share it with your friends and family? Because you need to shut up, whoever you are. Don't tell anyone your business. Get a notebook. And you can name the notebook my best friend, my bestie, whatever. And whenever you have a problem situation, or even when something really good happens to you, write it down in this notebook. Oh my God, you don't know what happened to me. I would literally just sit here under this tree and I would just be talking to myself out loud. I'll be like, oh my God, you saw what happened today? That was crazy, right? What do you think that is? But that's just me. I'm just weird. You see me talking under a tree, guys. Just let it be. This is where I want to be. This is where I want to be. Um, there's a lot of things. I do have a video, but it's probably deep down somewhere. I'm gonna have to recreate a new one where it's not that it's very easy. If you sit and analyze your life, you will know exactly what is wrong, how you can make it better. Do you have any addictions? You cannot say you don't have any addictions. If you drink every day, it's an addiction. I had someone argue with me and tell me that no, that they come from work and that they have a couple of beers and that's not an addiction because beer is not strong alcohol and that they can stop whenever they like, but they seem not to know how to stop. But they're telling me that it's not an addiction, that everyone just gets home from work and they have a couple of beers. It clogs your mind. It fogs your mental clarity when you're drinking or smoking or whatever it is that you're doing, whatever addictions you have. For example, me, I stopped drinking coffee, but I drink coffee. Sometimes I wake up and I want some coffee and I make myself some coffee. And when I drink coffee for a week every morning and I stop, I have the only headache. It's an addiction. Sugar is an addiction. All that candy, all that's all addictions. We gotta find healthy habits and know what is wrong. And you need to cleanse your home whichever way you like. If you don't believe in smudging your house with Palo Santo you know, or sage or whatever it is, Sambrani, there's a whole bunch of different things. Different cultures have different things of smudging their house and cleansing their space. I think every Saturday in everybody's house, I always tell people if you work with people, you need to cleanse yourself because you're bringing all that negative stuff you picked up from the streets and bringing it home. You should cleanse your home and yourself every day. But if you don't want to do that, you can do it at least every Saturday. Open all the windows and all the doors in your house and smudge. If you don't know what smudging is, go look it up, guys. You could use Palo Santo. You could use whatever. I'm pretty sure in your culture, in your country, people use something to smudge. Like in Mexico, they use copal, I think is what it's called. Indian, they use sambrani, which is really good. I tried it. Um, we use Palo Santo. We use incense. We use sage. There's a lot of different things, and none of them are wrong. You could do the same way. If you want to walk around in your house with a Bible in your hand, saying Psalm 91 or 35 or 23 or whatever it is, or you don't even have to do that. You could just walk around your house, open all the windows and doors, and say out loud, if there's anything in this home that is not for my highest good, I ask it to leave now. And symbolically, you could literally open the door and be like, get out. Every time you're taking a shower, which I love telling people this because I feel like spirituality is something that you should do every day. Every day. You don't know who has bad intentions for you guys. You don't know. Maybe that friend at work that you're telling your situation to, oh my God, I'm getting promoted. They're over here hating on you. They can't even sleep because you're getting promoted because they're so mad and they're your bestie. So since you don't know, every day I tell people when you take a shower, and this is something that I do, I'm telling you what I do. There's no reason for me um, not to tell people what I do. What I do every day when I take a shower, the water that comes out of the shower, I say out loud, as the water, right, from this shower, oh, actually, as the water falls from the ocean, because I say it in Spanish, I'm trying to translate it. As the water from the ocean falls from the cascades or the waterfalls in the mountains, and they cleanse and purify. Yeah, you mentioned all the things that the water does. As the water cleanse, purify, whatever. I use it like that. I use as the water from the ocean falls from the waterfalls in the mountains. That's how I say it. You don't have to say it that way. You could just say how water purifies and cleanse. I would like this water to cleanse me, my spirit, my being, my soul, whatever you want to say, to cleanse my body every day when you take a shower, every day. That's a form of cleansing yourself. But you have to do it. You have to remember to do it every day. If you do it for a month every day, you're going to make it a daily habit. And every time you're in the shower, you're going to be able to do it. You know? Ay, Dios mío. And my phone is dying. Yep, 3 to 5 minutes. I think it's a great thing. I don't think I ever be wrong about my intuition. Yeah, it's something that you need to do almost every time I feel stressed. I write down a piece of paper, but what I do is every month I have a bonfire and I put the piece of paper in the fire. Yes, Batty, that's what you should do. I do cleanse too. Yes, Batty, you're not doing it wrong. Carter, why do you feel sad? You're not doing it wrong. This is definitely how you should do it. I love doing that with the bonfire. Oh yes. I don't have like a fire pit or anything here. But I do burn. Like when I write things down, I do burn them. I make a fire and I burned it for sure. Whatever it is I write down. That's really amazing. We guys need to have control over our minds, cover our heads when we're sleeping. I like sleeping with a white head covering. It could be either white, red, whatever color you're called to use in your head. I just remember, I'm just remembering pieces of what my dream was last night, but I can't remember. I remember that I was with someone. I was with a young boy, someone that I know, a young boy. I was walking with him in the streets. Or no, this young boy was um was walking with his dad. This kid is like 14 or something. I forget. Maybe 16. And as he was walking, I was walking behind. And the young boy said, call Mama Oshun, call Mama Ogun, call Mama. And he kept saying a whole bunch of deities. That's what I dreamt about last night. But I can't remember all the deities. Call Mama Oshun, call Mama Ogun, and something else. forgot. But it mentioned like a whole bunch of deities. That's what I can't remember. Except for me to call on them. That's what it was telling me to do, to call on them. Are those deities like Oshun is like of the rivers? And Ogun, it's in Ogun Balenjo. That's Dominican, I think it's Dominican like Santeria, what they call it. Like part of the 21 division in the Dominican Republic. But Oshun, they're different deities from like different, they're all different deities from different countries. What I dreamt about from different countries. So what are they saying? Call on all of us. We got you. What are they saying? That's I just remember what my dream was. That was really interesting. It was like, oh mama Oshun, oh mama. But mama Ogun, isn't Ogun a boy? Ogun, Ogun Fegai. Ogun Fegai. That's what it is. That's 21 division in the Dominican Republic. Who was the other one? There was like 3 or 4 mentioned in the dream, and I can't remember. And they literally said to call on them. Why do they want me to call on them? What's going on? Is there something I don't know going on? I wonder why you were dreaming about that. I don't know. It's really strange to call on them. I don't know. They're very strong deities. They want to beat somebody's ass. those listen, those deities, they don't play. Those deities don't play. I don't know. Probably somebody's messing in my energy, and they need permission to fuck him up. I don't know. They don't need my permission. They need to, whatever the spiritual world has my full. The spiritual world has my full permission to do whatever it is they need to do against whomever it needs to be, right? Against anyone who has bad intentions toward me, who is thinking of harming me, who is planning anything against me, and who has done anything against me. Anyone who's trying to harm me in any way, intention, thought, whatever, they have my full permission. And I'm saying this on live, my full permission. You don't need permission. The spiritual world has my full permission to do whatever it is for my highest good. My full permission. Go ahead, boo. Do you? I can't. You guys have my full permission. I can't. Stay grounded. You have a hammer. Look at you living your best life. Got me jelly. Willie. I always have my. You haven't seen me in my hammock? I have a bunch of videos in my hammock. I always sit here in my hammock. When I'm not on live and you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm sitting in my hammock talking to my tree, talking to my willow tree. Do you guys know this is a desert willow tree? And there's a very deep spiritual meaning about. I looked it up because nothing is a coincidence in my life, and I look up everything. Like I tell you guys to look up everything. Look up everything. So I have two of these trees in my backyard. One in the front of my house. They make like a triangle, as if they're guarding the house. Here in Arizona, it's really rare for them to be trees. Like in this whole thing, right? In this whole thing where all the houses are, I'm the only one that has 3 trees. 2 in the back, and not even 2 in the back, guys. I have 2. It makes, you know what? Thinking about it, it makes a diamond. It makes a diamond. So in my house, right? inside, like the property where I live, I have one in the front, one on each side, and then I have one in the back, right? Because you can see this. Look, you can see this tree, and then I don't know if you guys can see. There's another tree over there, and then behind. Let me show you. I'm gonna make a video talking about the willow trees, but you get the point, guys. There's one in the front, two on the side, one on each side, and then one in the back. So it makes a whole diamond, as if. And I was wondering because I'm like, okay, so I'm here, you know. I literally have, and they're the same type of trees. There are desert willow trees. I have one right in the front of the house. On the side of the house, on each side, there's one, and then there's one in the back. And I was like, I'm being protected by nature. What is this? So I started looking up the definition. It has a very strong definition. I'm going to make a video and upload it. Because I have it all planned out. I just haven't do it. I haven't done it because I want to show in the video the tree so you guys can see. Um, and the desert willow tree, from what I was looking, it's a teacher. It's a teacher. It teaches you how to appreciate the little things in life that are not material, and it helps you grow spiritually. And I look around and I'm like, none of the houses here, they don't have trees, because there's not a lot of trees here in Arizona, guys. They don't have trees. And how is it that I'm surrounded by trees? They're like protecting me. It literally makes a diamond. That's what it makes. Not a triangle, it makes a diamond. One in the front, one on each side, and one in the back. Because I sit back here and I'm like, I wonder why. What's going on? I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. Nature in the house. Nature in the house. Maybe you should carve something into the tree, like your name or a heart, hammer and chisel. What? No, I'm not gonna do that to my. Oh my God, 333 right now, guys. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna carve anything into the tree. I feel bad. I think that I'm hurting it or something. Even the branches. I don't wanna like break the branches. What I'm gonna do is, because when I look into something, I look into something very deep. Like I looked up the meaning and everything. And I was looking at these little things that the tree makes. I mean, it creates like a yellow flower, but it has these little things. Look, it looks like if it was a bean, those bean things, but it's not. Those things would eventually dry out and they will fall off. And I was looking and online, and it was telling me that Indian tribes use the desert willow tree, and they use these little things when they dry and fall. They have like a little seed inside, and when you shake it, it makes a noise like a rattle. So I'm gonna make me like a spiritual rattle when this thing dries. I guess you guys can join me when that happens. I don't know when it's gonna happen because it just started having those green peas looking thing. I thought it was beans or something. I don't know. Anyways, I don't even know why I'm telling you guys this, but guys, around your house, around where you are. I mean, if you live in an apartment, I guess not. But if you live in a house, look around. What trees are growing around you? What trees do you have in your house? Look it up. Look up the spiritual meaning of whatever the tree is. If you don't know the tree, what tree it is, take a picture of it. Put it online. It will tell you. If you're in an apartment, it's good to have plants, guys. Buy some plants and put them all around your house. There are plants that absorb, negative energy. It will give you that nature feel, even though you're in an apartment. Most people like living in apartments, but you're not really meant to live in apartments. You're disconnecting yourself from nature. But I also know people who live in apartments who actually, do a lot of naturey stuff. They go outside and ground and this and that. So be aware, guys. I hope you watch my videos and you become more aware of your surroundings. Nothing happens for a reason. You don't have a tree just to have it. There's no coincidence that I sit here under this tree. I think about life. A lot of things. This is like my thinking station under my tree. And I started reading actually a book under this tree. And the book is about herbs and stuff and plants and trees. And I have been learning so much interesting things with this book. And it's always under this tree. So this is why I started looking it, because I was like, why out of, I could read in my office, I could read sitting out here, whatever. But every time I'm reading this book about plants that have healing properties and trees that have healing properties, I'm always under this tree. Like that feeling that you have, like, oh, let me just grab this book and read it. Every time I'm reading a chapter of that book, I'm sitting here. So I was like, why am I always sitting under this tree when I'm reading this book? Like, I'm called to read this book under this tree. So when I looked it up and I'm like, oh, it's a teacher. I'm like, okay. There's a lot of interesting things. Like, for example, um, something that opened my mind was, you know how people use herbs to for tea and stuff like that to cure certain things? Do you know that you can literally call the spirit of whatever plant to heal whatever it is that you have? Like, if you know that the plant, let's say, I don't know, let's say for example this willow tree, it says that it has healing properties for, I don't know, a fever, right? A lot of people take the plant and make tea and drink it, right, to heal that fever. What the book is showing me, yes, these plants have healing properties, but if you're, I guess, very connected to nature, you are able to call the spirit of every plant has a spirit. So you can literally, or you can say spirit, or you can say energy. Same difference, same thing. You can literally call the energy of that herb or that plant to heal yourself or to heal someone without ingesting it. And that thing blew my mind. I was like, why I didn't think of that? Because, I'm all into energies and things like that. But I never thought of it that way. Calling the energy or spirit of a plant that has healing properties to come and heal a person or even yourself without ingesting it, without having it physically there. But for what the book is saying, not everyone is capable of doing that. You have to have a very strong connection with Mother Nature, because it's from what I'm getting is you need to have like permission to do that. Not everyone can. Not everyone can call the spirit of whatever herb to heal. Not everyone is allowed to do that. Hi Roblox girl Slay, how are you? You remind me of my mom. She is always cleansing her house and everything. I sent you channel to her. Really, Batty? Batty, you should do the same thing. I'm telling you, this world's getting weird. It really is. Hi, Adrian. Stay grounded. Do you hug your trees? Yes, actually, I actually haven't. Well, actually, I have. My front, the tree that is in the front of my house, I hugged it because you see how this one has a lot of leaves and stuff. The one in the front didn't, so I hugged it. Now it's having green things just like this one, right? Whenever I see a plant and I see that it's dying, I touch it. Give it some healing energy. Sometimes they need that too, you know, from what I've seen. But yeah, you need to have permission to do that. So there's a lot of things, guys, that I guess you can do spiritually, but not everyone is capable of. Not because a lot of people think that, a lot of the things in spirituality is learned. You can learn it. The problem is, do you have permission to do that? Do you have permission to do that? Can you literally call upon the energy of any herb to heal someone? You have permission to do that. Just because you try it doesn't mean that it's gonna work. Like I said, you need permission to do that. And my whole thing is like, why am I reading this? I'm like, why am I reading this book? Like, what is the whole book is just about that. It's literally teaching me. I think when I was, because I didn't notice, like, I was just reading. I was like, oh, pretty cool. This plant heals this. Oh my God, that is so cool. And how every plant has healing properties. And when you're in a place and there's plants that grow around you, you probably need those plants for something to pay attention. And when I was like in the middle of the book, I'm like, wait, why am I reading a book about plants and healing stuff and how you can literally call the energy of a plant to heal? I was like, what? Why am I reading this? So I don't know, guys. It's looking like I could do that. It's looking like I could do that. I haven't tried it, but I'm gonna try it one day. I haven't seen anybody sick around me yet, but I'm gonna try it to see what happens. I think it would be pretty cool. Damn, my phone is dying. I have to go, guys. My phone is dying. I don't even know if you guys can even see me well because my phone is like at 5%. I don't want to get up from here. I'm so comfortable. And I'm talking about this book. Maybe I should go finish reading it. I still have a couple of chapters left. So yeah, that's something new that I'm learning, guys. Like I said, I guess I'm being shown the things that I'm able to do. And I'm gonna take some time. Good seeing you. Keep shining. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you. I think that's gonna be the next Carolina experiment. You know, try to heal a sick person by calling the energy of a plant. Hmm. I will try it one day, and I will tell you guys how it goes. I guess. I don't know. I feel like like I already told you guys, they have me sitting here learning all the things that I can do. I mean, it's very interesting, the mysteries of the world. But it's a lot of information, a lot of once. I feel like, you know, like when you're in college and they're just throwing all these courses at you. That's how I feel. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a nice day. I'm gonna get off for here. I'm gonna go put my phone to charge. Maybe I finished reading this book. This book has so much good information. I showed the book in this channel. Maybe I put it in the community tab the name of the book in case you guys want to read it. My phone died. My phone died, guys. Adios. Oh my god, I see it. I'm actually inside my room right now, guys. Yeah, I do cleanse. I'm also really connected to spirit and give my whole body and soul to them. As long as they're good spirits, if something bad is coming for me, spirits will protect me. Yeah, that's true. Guys, bye. My phone literally died. I have it charging. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Comment, like, subscribe, guys. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you.